we'll see the winners of 3 straight, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. David Pollack and Jesse Palmer will join me shortly. For now, let's enjoy Enter Sandman. And the Hokies will kick it off to get us underway. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the first possession of the game. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Got him downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Tulane right back to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Kane. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it.
Hey, got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will go to work for the first time today. On the option. The pitch.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw for it. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Here's the handoff. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Red pass is complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, well, nobody's got him.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat.
Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Coming out with it, it's Marshall. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Tulane right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He'll pitch it. Finds a little space. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback. He's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Shakes off the defender. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Big march to the red zone, and here they go. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
It is such a luxury for a defensive coordinator when you know you can get after the quarterback. This is the best team in the nation right now in getting sacks, whether they rush 4, 5, or 6. Time and time again, when they get the opponent in a passing situation, they're able to get home and create negative plays.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Jukes his way for more. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wisconsin. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the option. The give to the back. Looking for room at the 25. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The option look. The give to the back. Oh, better look out. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They've been running it, but now the pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Preston. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the ground over the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone is on defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Under fire. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Hokies will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. From the gun to give, looking for room. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kane. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Tulane right back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll take it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more...
Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. They knocked him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
It's incomplete, and they've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's 3rd down. And the Hokies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. First down for this offense. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Hard running there.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Hokies send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Going deep, and that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He lost one down the sideline. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot. But the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Fires to the tight end. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Off play action. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Hokies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job.
Oh, they faked it. Snapped it to the up man. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on second down. Sends it back in motion. Now the play fake. Gonna take a shot. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Snap from the gun on third down. Finds his man in the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Hokies are on the move. Motion from the wideout. Goes to the option. Power football with the run. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Preston, finding open areas. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds a spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
He'll sneak it. Scores on the sneak.
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 20 to Duke. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Tulane right back to the line. To the air on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. Brings it down on the right side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home field advantages in football, Lane Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're about to get another look at this hokey offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got his man on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Hokies line up to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They go to the ground. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Tulane right back to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. And the Hokies will punt this one away.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He'll do it himself. Fights off a defender. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Tulane right back to the line. Looking to throw again. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Touchdown, Green Wave! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And we're about to get another look at this hokey offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hokies.
Well, we knew coming into this game they were going to try and get this receiver the football as many touches as possible in as many different ways as possible. And here you're seeing it on the option play. Great decision by the quarterback to pitch it out wide. There was nobody out there accounting for him, and he shows you the speed out in the open field for a long touchdown for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Tulane right back to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The Green Wave hoping that huge run puts momentum on their side. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking... There he goes! And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Tulane right back to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Breaks the tackle.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Working that wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Rides the back on the option, the give. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. He'll pull it on the read. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Running back searching for a hole. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Running through contact. The tag. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. What a tough break. A potential tying score nullified by the penalty, and now they'll have to see if they can get it done again. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Tulane right back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Try to barge their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this.
Touchdown, Tulane! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens.
On the option.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Vanderbilt. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Preston. Look out, he's got room. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the fourth quarter.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Tulane right back to the line. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. He wants to throw. The throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The play action fake. He lets one fly deep, and he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage in the back end defensively.
These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Kane.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down. Or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Here's the pressure. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Wants to throw on third. It's complete on the right side. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Makes the catch. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play. Third down coming.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Defense going to call a timeout here and give the kicker a little something to think about. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. And they tie the game in the final seconds.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And the returner goes down. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Escapes the... turning it on! Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's 3rd down. You just got sacked the play prior, but you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run. Pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The inside handoff. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Fires to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. No good. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime.
And that's just what you couldn't have happen. You can't come away with no points on your first possession. It puts all the pressure, David, on your defense. Now, they've got to pitch a shutout here on their opponent's opening possession of OT, or this game is over.
And, man, does it change the complexion now for defense? Because now you got to be aggressive. Because all they need is a field goal to win. They don't have to be aggressive offensively. They can run the football. This defense is going to have to.
Got some room in it to the goal line. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.